Hello everybody, welcome to another part of Trusteft's Retro Weekend. This time we have
Serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law.
Robocop for the Atari ST. One of my favorite games, arcade games of all time, which isn't really that difficult since I don't like arcade games, of that era anyway, apart from a couple. And this is one of them. I'm gonna show you a walkthrough, playthrough of, as you will see, most of the game. And this was not done on purpose. I started playing the game and recording live. This is obviously not live recording. And I managed to fail a couple of times at the end of level 1. I found it almost impossible to talk and play this game. So at that point I decided, screw that, I'll just play, record, and then I'm going to do a voiceover. So this is actually, I think, yeah, it is from one of my two first plays of the first level, where I did not that great. So let's talk about the game. It is obviously based on the arcade game on the arcades with the same title. It's quite similar, there are some differences here and there. The graphics are definitely slightly different, since the ST was not capable of doing so good in terms of graphics as the arcade machine was. But still, it's quite good in my opinion, and that they managed to include music and sound. That's quite rare for the Atari ST of the time. So yeah, I played this a few times in the arcades, but I sucked at it, although I liked it a lot. And eventually when the game came out on the ST, I got it as soon as I could. First impressions weren't that great. At this point I decided to stop recording and playing and just play. And record, I mean without voice. And yeah, this little robot was really hard to deal with while talking. Where was I? Yeah, and I got for the ST. I wasn't that impressed. Well, I wasn't impressed with any ST games that were conversions from the arcades, or at least most of them. But I still liked it because it is a good, solid game and a good conversion in terms of, well, it is a good version of a game for the ST. It's, yeah. It has these intermissions where you have to do mini missions, let's say. So this is, you are doing target practice, and depending how well you do, you get health. The health you see on the bottom right side is the health you have during all the game. So if at the end of one level you finish with half of it, you continue the other level with at the same point. It does replenish. The only way to replenish is of course either by doing one of those mini games or by getting crates that have some health points. So here we are at the second level of the game. As you can see, I'm trying to remember the game. I couldn't remember that you had to punch the barrel because, you know, that makes sense. And I think Streets of Rage took that from this game. Or no, or was it another game? Anyway, it doesn't matter, I guess. I don't have much to say about the game. I mean, you obviously either know the game and played it, or have much interest in it. So if you have, just go get the game and play it. It's really good. Now I can't talk about other versions, since the only home version I have tried is this one, I think. Well, yeah, from what I remember anyway. At this point I stuck. You see, if you are too close to a crate, it automatically forces you to use melee, your punch. But I wanted to fire at the guy, and yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so yeah, if you like this game, go and get it, buy it, and whatever, and play it. I don't have much to say because, you know, it's an arcade title. How much more can I say? The bosses are not that difficult apart from the robots. What you have to do basically is stay away from them, because that will kill you really quickly. And just shoot them as high as you can. Especially the robots. What else? Yeah, we're going to see another minigame now. This was from the movie, from what I remember. And you have to match the face. So you have to match the one on the left by changing sections on the face on the right. I remember. Now, when I got the game, I finished it in 2 days, I think. But I played it several hours. And this section, for some reason, was one of the most difficult for me. Not because I couldn't see the difference and all that, but because, at least on the original, there was some lag with the joystick. I don't know if it was the joystick or the computer, but there was some lag, and I was losing a bit of time there, and I could never finish it on time. Well, at least till the second day when I actually finished the game. Now, this was embarrassing, actually. You'll see now. Yeah, that was smart. And doing a little bit of what's the name? Moon dance? Yeah, moon dancing. Moonwalking, not moon dancing. Moonwalk, yeah. Michael Jackson, the great. And yeah, that was a tough one. Now, as far as the movie is concerned, I enjoyed it very much. Actually, I enjoyed the second and the third, although I can barely remember the second one. I know it wasn't bad, and I know that most people don't like the third at all, but I thought it was good. And one of the things that has stuck in my mind, and I hope it is from the third one and I'm not mistaken, is at that part where the people, Robocop and the police decide to defend themselves and placing barricades or something. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie in 20 years, but yeah, I enjoyed all three movies very much. Definitely among my favorite. And Peter Weller is, in my opinion, a great actor. Oh, speaking of which, if you have access to it, one way or another, and you like science fiction films and TV series, watch Odyssey 5. It was released in the early 2000s. Amazing series, only one season. Don't read anything about it because it contains spoilers. Just go watch the first couple of episodes, which is the pilot, and just enjoy it. I thought it was an amazing series, one of the most underrated ones. And I mention it because it's Peter Weller in it. Yeah. What about the other games though? The other Robocop games? Oh, this one. Yeah, of course the scene from the first movie, it's where the Robocop shot them, if I remember correctly, behind the between the legs. That was quite nasty. And it is quite well done here, even though I have to play with the keyboard. And even with the joystick wasn't that easy back in the day. Actually, I think it was harder. Yeah. The other two games, I can barely remember Robocop 2. I mean, I just cannot remember it. I don't know why. I think it had better graphics than this one. Yeah, more. More cool tones too. Yeah. Anyway, but the third one I remember quite well. Well, not as well as this one, but relatively well. It was amazing because it was in 3D, and for the Atari ST in 3D, wow. And it's not like the Atari ST couldn't do 3D, but it was relatively complicated 3D. You could drive in 3D. You have basically a first-person shooter mechanic in game. You know, where you walked and shoot, and it was pretty damn good for the Atari ST. And I know it was out for other systems as well. And as a game, it was very impressive. I'll always remember it. But no, I never finished it, if I remember correctly. Yeah. The first one was the only one I finished. What else is it to say about the game? Oh, I don't know if you've noticed, or if it's my imagination only, that sometimes when you kill, or not sometimes, all of the time, when you kill men here, it kind of reminds me of the death sequence of when you kill people in Dragon Ninja. Do you remember that? Dragon Ninja? Yeah? I think it was also called Bad Dudes or something. I don't know. But I only knew it as Dragon Ninja as a kid. And it reminds me of that animation for some reason. Now this is the most ridiculous end boss level ever. Seriously. Not one time it was a threat. But I'm not complaining. Now the game is fair. It's hard. And I know the game quite well, so that's why I do quite well here. No, I haven't lost a life. Well, you only have one life. But the game is fair. It's one of the few games of its time, arcade games. What the fuck was that? That it's fair. It was fair then, it is fair now. Now this section will be so much easier with the mouse control. But no, you have to use joystick or keyboard, whatever you're playing with. And we are approaching the end. I think this is the second to last or third to last level. If I remember correctly, this is the first time and that you meet the those turrets. Quite hard actually sometimes. I remember when I first this is the best weapon in the game, as you have probably noticed by now. Oh, stop the noise upstairs. What was I saying? When I first played this game, when I first reached a level, I lost a couple of, well, not more than a couple of times, several times due to these turrets. Later on, not on this level actually, on the next level, where there are more of them, and it was quite annoying. Yeah. I guess I wasn't very clever as a kid. I'm trying to jump to fire, but I cannot. It automatically resolves to melee for some reason. But fear not. The doctor is here. No, Robocop is here. The other thing about the game is the time limit, as you can see on the top screen. Well, top of the screen. It's quite limited, but at the same time levels are not that big. And as long as you keep moving forward, you'll never have a problem. I guess it's similar to what's the name? Double Dragon in that respect. Double Dragon 2, you have time limits, but it's never really an issue. Apart perhaps from the final level where you invade the home base, palace, whatever you call it. Yeah, there is some risk there that you'll run out of time. This is one bad mofo. Look at this though. I was I was trolling. I recorded this yesterday, last night. And I wasn't really expecting to go that far because I haven't played this game for 20 years. But yeah, I did well. I did very well actually. Thermal imaging. Now, I knew what this was mostly because of Predator, the movie, and the game, I guess. Yeah, what a movie. I always found this thermal imaging puzzle easier than the other, with the photographs, because in this way you can definitely easier see the differences, at least for me. Thank you. And we are here at the second to last level. Now the last level is tiny, so don't worry about it. So more or less this is the last level. And yeah, here are the turrets again that I told you about. Very difficult to defend against. At least if you play this game for the first time. There are also that laser barriers. I don't know where I first saw them in a game. It wasn't this one though. I don't think anyway. I definitely don't remember them in the movie. Although, if I'm wrong, please correct me. The animation of Robocop is quite good. I mean, the legs, although I do remember as a kid I didn't like it that much, because it looked like it was two different things. The middle of the body and down was completely unrelated to the top. At least that was my idea when I first played it. But now, I think now it looks quite good. Okay. Now this is a bit nasty because you cannot really go right until you get to kill one of them. And I don't like these puzzles. I mean, they are everywhere. Even in what's the latest game I saw this? Skyrim. Although of course it wasn't lasers. Yeah, Skyrim had something similar at the beginning of the game actually. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. But I'm not a fan of puzzles in general. Very rarely I enjoy puzzle games or puzzle elements in games. They ruin it kind of for me. Of course, calling that a puzzle element in this game is a bit much, but yeah, they ruin it for me because I'm thinking, what the fuck is this doing on here? I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, that badass with a hand grenade is one of the most dangerous guys. I'm not sure what those robots are. I mean, I don't remember seeing them in the movie. They look like something out of Star Wars. Okay, that was a tough one too, I remember. Yeah, good. And we are almost at the finish of the level. To destroy barriers like this, you have to go next to them and keep pressing fire while you are facing them and moving towards them. And you start punching, and after a couple of shots they're down. Come on, you can do it. Well, I know you can do it because I did it. This level reminds me a bit of Mission Elevator, another great game of its time, which I actually played far more than this one, on the arcade at least. And I sucked so much more than this one. Okay. And I think, the next part of this build, this is the last one. This is the last part. Here's one nasty robot. It's quite good looking actually. Although it looks like it has a beak, at least to me. Look at how much health I have remaining. Amazing. And now the end boss. Yeah, you have to save him. This is quite hard actually, and you'll see why. I hit him once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5! I think 7 times is the limit. And of course I kind of hit the president once and I lost the game at the very end. That's bullshit. And this is why I delayed typing my name here. I was cursing. Well, this was Robocop for the Atari ST. Great game, get it. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye.